Girl, who told me to get a sew-in with leave out in the middle of a heat wave? I don't know, but if you want to see how I went from this sew-in with leave out to a sew-in with a closure, just keep on watching. Quick disclaimer, after watching the video, I realized for a lot of it, I'm looking in the mirror on the side. So you're not going to see exactly what I'm doing, but if you just need a reference on what to do to go from having a leave out to a closure, this video will serve as that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more DIYs, and I will see you guys later. I have never installed a closure, so this is going to be an attempt, y'all. So I did purchase this closure off of Amazon. It is really good. It was pre-plucked. I believe it was bleached as well. I didn't really do much to it, like any customizing or anything like that, but this is the closure straight out of the pack, and I just want y'all to see what I'm starting off with. I don't know if this was helpful in the process, making sure that it was a good closure. So I started off measuring the closure space to my head and how much leave out I had. I figured that's the first step that I needed because I knew I needed to take some of the tracks out. So I started taking out some of the tracks, and I just took out enough to be covered by the closure itself. I knew enough to know that the closure being flat is key, so I wanted to make sure that when I took out my hair, I left enough space to make sure that I pulled the closure tight, and also make sure that my braids was as flat to my scalp as possible. I struggle with braiding, but this is just what we had to do in the meantime. So now I'm just going to sew down the excess braid down to my scalp just to have an anchor for the closure, because I want to kind of do like a glueless method. I know I'm doing too much because this is my first time and I'm already trying to be fancy, but I did see a lot of videos, so I feel like I can accomplish this. Please do not judge my struggle braids. I did the best that I could and it worked out. So as long as you got the foundation and as long as you could braid, you're going to do better than me. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna just lay my edges down and to the back because I didn't want my edges to get caught in either the glue or to be seen through the closure. So since I had no one to help me hold down the closure, I basically just used 2 bobby pins to help anchor the closure at the front so that I could sew it down. But if you have someone to help you, just make sure that they hold the sides tight down, and then you can start sewing basically at the top. So when you start at the front of the closure, you're going to do like 5 stitches. You're not going to go all the way across. Just do 5 on one side, and then you're going to do like 5 stitches on the other side as well. Just make sure that you got it on. But like I said, if you have someone to help you, this process will be a whole lot different. What I'm talking about, that I keep looking in the mirror on the side, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I really needed the mirror and I don't have a mirror in front of me, but hopefully this still will make sense. I'm just stitching through it. I'm running the needle under and just pulling it through. part of sewing down the rest of the closure, you're going to use that last track that you had in your hair, and you're going to create a stitch in between the closure and that track. That's going to make sure that it's secure to your head. So you're connecting the closure to the tracks that are already sewn on your head, pretty much. Because remember, usually this is done the opposite way. You start off with the closure and then do the tracks. We're going backwards. We're starting off with the tracks and adding the closure. I think it was at this moment that I realized, like, girl, they cannot see what you're doing. So hopefully this is helpful, and you can see that what I'm doing is really not that difficult. You're just connecting the closure to the tracks that are already sewn on your head. If you've gotten this far in the video, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more DIYs. I'm trying to help you guys save your coins. So at this point, I was being Miss Extra and I wanted to try to do a glueless method. So I parted a little bit away from the hairline, and I'm just creating stitches at the corner so that I don't have to use glue. It ended up not being exactly what I wanted, but it's okay. It did make it more secure. So that's all I'm doing. Anything I do to one side, I'm gonna do it to the other side, just to make sure that it's as secure as possible, because we cannot have this flying up. That is not cute. And remember, the key to this closure is flatness. You want this to sit on your head as flat as possible. Now it's time to cut the lace, and I realized that I may have cut off too much of the lace. So you're gonna see me just keep pulling on it, trying to get it to come up, but I couldn't fix it, so I had to do what I had to do. And as you can see, the glueless method was a fail because we got glue on our head, but it's all right. We'll try again next time. Off camera, I went and tied it down, and the big reveal is up next. Listen, I don't care what nobody say, I did that. This closure is laid. All I did was take the hot comb and just like press the parting space down, but she is laid. And this is my first time. I know the way that I was looking at first was like it was gonna be a fail, but I am really proud of myself. So I'm just adding some concealer in the parting space to make it look a little more believable. And I'm gonna just add these like quick curls with this flat iron, and we are good to go. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all was getting nervous, because I know the process to getting here was a little scary. So this is the finished result, and I am feeling it. I know you can't tell from the video, but I am truly happy with the results. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not, please hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss another DIY. I'm helping you save your coins day by day. If you have any questions about this install, please leave it in the comment section below, and I will definitely get back to you. See you guys later.